So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create an event in Facebook. As you can see, I have the new Facebook kind of setup going on here. New Facebook mode, I guess you could say. And I have mine in dark mode. So real quick, I'll show you what it'll look like in classic mode. All right, so you'll come up to create. And then you'll come to event. All right, and so once we're here, then you will choose, you'll either choose a theme or you'll upload a photo or video. Name, location, description. Now a start date is awesome. Well, you have to do a start date. If you're gonna do an end date, your event needs to be, it can only be a maximum of 14 days. If your event is longer than that, then you're not going to be able to put an end time, okay? And then of course you can add a schedule so people know what things to expect, any co-hosts, and then you can decide if guests can invite friends and whether or not you want to show the guest list. I'm sorry. I thought this looked a little funny. First you want to come up to the top, make sure that you click public event. Okay. There we go. So once you have it on a public event, then you're going to select who the host is. Is it going to be you? Is it going to be one of your pages? Okay. So after you have decided, then you will come down and you'll select your photo or video. And that would be, you know, your banner or whatever, banner, promotional video. Then your event name, the location, and a description. Even if the location is online, you know, you can put in a web address. I don't think it will give you an active link, but they will be able to see your web address. And especially if you use bit.ly to shorten your link, you make it something super cute, it's easier to remember, boom bop. Okay. You still have the same time constraints, you know, 2 weeks from start date and time. Okay, but you are not required to do an end time. Okay, and then let's see, add a schedule, keywords, you know, your co-hosts, whether the host is the only one who can post in the events, or if, you know, other people, maybe people that you've invited, maybe they have questions or things, you know, information that they want to add. And then whether or not you want to display the guest list. When you have all that done, click create. Now, for all intents and purposes, we are going to switch back to the new Facebook. Number one, this is killing my eyes. And number two, more people will be using the new Facebook setup. Okay? So now you'll come up to this plus sign up here for create. You'll come down to event. And this is where things get different, which I love. I think it's amazing. It's coming, I think. Yeah, okay. So right here, this is a preview. It creates a preview for you. You have your desktop preview, and then you also, if you click right here, It'll give you a mobile preview. Super sick. So on the left is where you're going to be building this event. So you'll decide who's hosting it, and then you want to make it a public event, unless you specifically need it to be a private event. But if it's something that you're promoting, especially where you are growing your audience, you're just serving your tribe, then leave it public so that you can bring in new people. Okay, so you do that, your host and the privacy, you'll click next. Here's where you're going to add your location. So like I said, even if it is a web address. Boom. Okay. So see how that shows up right here? People get to see that. Then go and yes, just use that. Now, our start date, whenever you want to start it, but just know that from when you start it, you do have to pick a start time. You don't have to pick an end date, but if you do, it cannot be past 2 weeks to the start time, okay? See, it won't let me do a later time. It has to be 2 weeks to that time. So that's why I said you don't have to fill in the end date, but you do have to do the start date, okay? And then, of course, you need to name it. Okay? And a description. And a photo. And I'm just going to grab any photo, of course. And it looked like it was going to let me upload a video also. And then you can add any co-hosts, ticket links, an event schedule. On this particular day, we're going to do this. On this particular day, we're going to do that. You know what I mean? Whether or not there's volunteer opportunity, whether or not it's kid-friendly, and if you want to show the guest list, and whether or not only admins can post. Then you will create, okay? So once you have created your event, it's time to share your event. There are several ways that you can get people to your event, okay? The first way, you can simply invite them. If you know exactly who you want to invite, you're just going to click this lovely button, invite. And now if you know exactly who you want to use, then you will just go ahead and type their name, and boom, you'll be able to select them. If you want to, select, then of course you have like different groups of people, different events that you have attended where there are people, groups that you have created, groups that you are in. Yeah, so that's one way that you can get people to your event. Another way, you can blast your event in a post. So you click this, share as post. People are going to see this, okay? A third way that you can do this, and this is my favorite way because it's pretty boss. Go to, how do we get to it? Okay, so we'll go home and then go to events. Watch this. You're gonna love this. So over on the left, see more, and you'll go to events. Please excuse my Sleepy computer. Okay, here we go. Events. And so then once you get into events, you are going to look over here on the left. You see it says your upcoming events. So boom, select your event. And now look, we're here on your event, right? But if you look up here in your address bar, this is the URL to your event. So now you can take this, copy, Command C, and what I normally do is I put it into bit.ly so that I have the link saved, and so I can shorten the link. I can make it something, cute, memorable, whatever, and then now you have that link that you can share out to people in messages, in status updates, in emails, in groups, wherever, So that's 3 ways that you can share your events and how to create an event in Facebook. So happy eventing!